Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Snack Chats with TLB Nutrition Therapy. I am Sarah. I'm one of the team lead dietitians and outreach coordinator. And today I'm so excited to be here with Harley.
Yes.
Harley, who are you? Tell us about yourself and what your role is at TLB.
Yeah, thanks. I'm Harley. I am a dietitian here at TLB. I'm in Austin, so I'm in person, I'm in office currently, not with my little background. You wouldn't tell. But yeah, and I am originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. Went to school at Georgia, and then I moved on over to Austin, Texas. So just kind of been all around. I love being a dietitian. I love working with people. I do love being in the office specifically just because it's fun and we get to be creative and just silly and things too. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, and so you moved from North Carolina, Georgia. What brought you to TLB ultimately?
So ultimately, I found TLB through my internship. So, Sarah, as you know, to become a dietitian, you have to do a dietetic internship. And so basically, you're doing a bunch of clinicals and rotations. And I originally thought I wanted to be in the hospital as a dietitian, and quickly found out I didn't want to do that. And so I really was looking for the outpatient setting just because I love to talk to people and build relationships. And I thought that that would be more just meaningful and fulfilling to me. So I found TLB just kind of like I cold called Tina a little bit, but it was like through an email. So I was just like, "Hi, would you be willing to have me?" And I did my internship through TLB or part of my internship, and then I think I straight up told Tina that I want to work here. So
Yeah.
that's how I got here.
Oh my gosh, so awesome. Well, we love having you here. So it's so much fun to have you on the team. What kind of clients do you typically work with, would you say?
I typically work with kids and teens, like as young as 6 years old. So I love working with kids, teens, young adults, adults. I love working with all of them, but I do feel like the kids and the teens are my passion space, my bread and butter, just because it's just so fun. I love working with the kids. I love working with families, and supporting parents. And I like to get very creative with the kiddos. Like I like to use the whiteboard a lot. Like we have individual whiteboards that we can use in the office, or like on telehealth as well. Also playing with like some of the play food, getting creative, making like posters, like just a bunch of I don't know. I just feel like when we sit and I feel like people sit all the time and like in school and all these things. And so it's like, let's interact with each other. Let's actually just like play. And also like build a relationship and all of that too. So the kids and the teens are who I love, but also everybody else. But yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. It sounds so hands-on and interactive and fun, ultimately.
Yeah, which is so sweet. And that's again why like the in-person times are so meaningful because it's just like we get on the ground, we can have a picnic, we can do all these things. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I want to be in a session with you. I want to have a picnic
yeah,
in the
come on in. It's like I'm probably too loud and whatever, but it's also like we're having so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting. What do you feel like is one thing maybe most people don't know about working with a dietitian or like maybe working with you specifically or with TLB specifically, if anything stands out to you?
I feel as though people maybe think, I don't know, I don't want to make a large assumption, but from what I've heard, like when I tell people I'm a dietitian, they're like, "Oh, so you make meal plans," kind of thing, which can be helpful, of course. And a lot of people do want some of that tangible stuff to take home or homework and things like that. But I would hope that people would know that like all of us at TLB want to build relationships with our clients, and like we want to get to know you as like a whole individual, not just like what are you eating and then like wag our finger a little bit. So I would say that I would hope that people would know that like we desire to come alongside, all of our clients and just walk with them through like the roller coaster of life, number one, and number two, the roller coaster of just like so much, whether it be like nutrition information online or just like things that they've heard growing up or just other like beliefs and things like that. So yeah, I think it's just we like to be partners with everybody and help them along the way.
For sure. Yeah, and it truly is just such a non-judgmental space. Like you said, we're not getting nutrition or like food recalls from a person and then being like, no, yes, no. It really is a collaborative approach, which I think is so cool because it's like no one knows their body better than themselves, right? Like, or no one knows another person's body more than we know our own bodies. And so really letting clients kind of lead sessions a little bit and then us being there truly alongside them versus yeah, providing any sort of like judgmental feedback or anything.
And I think it's important to know that like we're also always learning as dietitians, like from our clients too. Like we're not, we don't, like I will be the first to say, like, we don't know everything. And so it really is like, okay, let's come in with questions, let's figure it out together. Yeah, rather than us just like telling people or educating them. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that. And what do you feel like what drew you to this type of work originally?
I actually went to school to be a doctor. So I went pre-med into undergrad, and I just quickly found out that I have a passion for nutrition more so than medicine. The chemistry's really got me, I will say that. So I was like, let me pivot. And I feel like nutrition has played a large role in my life, from like personal experiences. And so with that like lived experience, I was like, well, that kind of drew me to being a dietitian in the first place. And then eating disorders specifically, um, again, because it is like the outpatient setting that I feel like I really have a heart for. And it just felt more long-term and meaningful to me than maybe some other spaces in the dietitian world. So
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. What do you like about being a part of the TLB team, would you say?
oh my gosh, I love being part of the TLB team because I love being in the office, number one, just because you can like pop your head into someone else's office just to say hey, or you can maybe you guys are both on a break at the same time, so you're like chatting or you're charting together or whatever. Again, it's a very relaxed space, so it's fun and it I think something that was, this is kind of a side note, but something that was very, I guess I could say like comforting to me when I was first starting to be a dietitian, was that like it, we're taking it very seriously, but we're not taking ourselves too seriously. Like it's all just, we're just humans interacting with other humans. And so I love the TLB team because I feel like everyone is so authentic and actually wants to know one another. And we spend time together like outside of work together, and it's just it feels very supportive as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, absolutely. TLB is the best.
The best, I know. So
Even from afar, I'm like, I just love the
I know.
team. So much
Yeah.
fun. So yeah, very cool. Well, and so I'm curious, like being a part of the TLB team and, being a dietitian in the outpatient setting and, kind of following like the mission and philosophy of TLB. How do you feel like your work has just like grown and changed over the years, or you as a person, your own like nutrition philosophy? How do you feel like all of that has evolved?
That's a good question. I think when I started out, it felt like you're going from school to interacting with humans and not like textbook case studies. So I think I was maybe more like calculated in what I was thinking about in a sense of like, well, this is what I was taught, this is the education I need to provide, da da da. But like number one, just allowing myself to just be myself and be like, wait, I love to talk to people. I love to hear about like everyone's lives. Like number one, it's like we're coming in and we're being like, how are you? Like what's new? I don't know, just a general update. And then, moving into talking about anything related to nutrition, relationships with body, movement, all of it. I think something that's important that I learned was that everyone is at different stages of, their number one, maybe their recovery, but number two, also just like stages of life. And so you really have to adapt to each person and meet them where they are. Um, and I feel as though that comes pretty naturally to me. So I think it was something in my work that I was like, I'm just going to be myself and treat these humans like they're humans. And we're just going to, sit together and just show up. Maybe it looks differently with each person. So I think that would be how I've evolved. And I'm always continuing to evolve as we all are. But for now, that's what I can say.
Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I want to switch gears from work related, career related, and just kind of get to know you a little bit more. So tell me a little bit about what you do outside of work, any hobbies or creative outlets, anything. What do you like to do?
Yeah, I recently got a dog, so that is a whole new life change. I know you're also a dog mom as well. So she is precious. She's a little girl. Her name is Honey, and so it's like Harley and Honey. Not that I planned that, but it just worked out really well.
Wow.
And so of course I love to like she took up a lot of my time when she was a puppy, and so now she's more chill, but I'm always kind of taking her outside, and I have enjoyed genuinely just like getting outside, whether it be for 5 to 10 minutes, which it normally is. I'm not like taking her on super long walks. So I'm typically doing that. I am also always like hanging out with friends. I love to try new restaurants. I love to hear live music anywhere. I love a craft, usually with someone else. Like I'm not usually doing crafts with myself. Not that I'm against it, but um, honestly, anything creative. I was more into like arts and crafts and art itself when I was younger. I wasn't really like a sports player. So yeah, so I think anything kind of creative in that sense, but also just like walking, hanging out with friends, just spending time reading, kind of wholesome things, I would say.
Yes. What is one fun fact about you that most people wouldn't know?
Ooh, well, one thing that always people are like, what is that? My first name is Sarah, and which is
What
obviously
the heck?
yeah, my first name is Sarah. My middle name is Harley. So that's what people are always like, they'll see like my credit card or something. They'll be like, wait a second, who's that? But also something that most people don't know is that I am a certified yoga instructor. Am I practicing currently? No. But I was for a while. I was teaching yoga before COVID, and obviously COVID shook up a lot of things.
Mhm.
And so I like love everything I learned, and maybe I will go back to it eventually. And I love like the practice of yoga itself. I'm liking being a participant rather than the instructor right now. But yeah, that was a little part of my life that was pretty important, and I still love.
Yeah, so cool. And I feel like that's skills that like you can use in so many other areas of life, like breath work and yoga and that kind of stuff. So that's awesome. How cool. Yay. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to share with everyone
I
today?
think that covers most of it. I'm like, do I do many other things? I don't know, but I know I love my job. I love being here, and love being in Austin in general. It's just such a fun city, especially now that it's summer, and so many like water activities to do and all that. So Yeah. Thanks for
Sure.
having me.
Yes, absolutely. It was so awesome to get to chat with you. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us at Snack Chats with TLB Nutrition Therapy with Harley. Um, Comment, subscribe, like, share, do all of the things, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.